Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We're very excited. We're going to be exploring the North today, and we're going to be looking at a really cool Minecraft education world, Frozen Planet. So get ready. We're going to do some awesome things. So many cool creatures. I'm Darren, and I'm joining you from Amiswichiwaskagan, which is Edmonton, and I'm on the traditional territory of the Métis, the Blackfoot, the Dene, Nakota Sioux, Cree, and we always appreciate the stewards of the land and water where we are, and you can think about that where you are by looking at nativeland.ca. So I work with students and teachers all the time here in Black Gold School Division, where I work on doing Minecraft and coding and microbits and geo tools and all kinds of fun stuff. And joining me today is my good friend Dan, who's joining us from Dumfries, Scotland. Dan, how are you?
Not bad, Darren. Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Dan Noble, and I am part of the extended team here at the Awesome Cobblestone Collective. And I am a Minecraft education consultant. So I do content builds, I do workshops like this one, and Educator PD and esports, all to do with Minecraft all the time. So it's a lot of fun.
I need to talk to you about esports because that's something that we're starting with our school board and something really interesting that you can do. And something that we have to start realizing that there are jobs in Minecraft, there are jobs in esports, there are career paths, there's ways to go to university by playing esports, whether it's League of Legends or Minecraft or other games. So it's pretty neat that you can do those things now. So if students, you're thinking like, when am I going to use this Minecraft skill? Dan does that as his job, building amazing worlds, and everything behind Dan is something he has made. So if you have some in-depth Minecraft questions as well as questions for the Frozen North, Dan is the man to talk to you about it. And I also work my day job, and I work with the Cobblestone Collective as a consultant. We're very thankful that we get to do things like this, meet awesome people like Dan. And we really like to thank Minecraft Education for sponsoring some of these sessions where we can do the fantastic things for you for free, where you can go through these worlds and get a little bit of help. So we're kind of going to be your guides. So we've played through these games. Dan is an awesome gamer. I find playing them by myself, I was a little confused what to do, and Dan helped me out with some instructions and some tips. So that's what we're here for, is to help you be successful in the exploration. And we'll learn about the North. And sometimes with Minecraft, if things don't work or you're not connected, or anything's happening in your class where it's not working out, don't forget, you can pause, rewind, slow it down at any point in time, right? So we don't want you to feel frustrated. We want you to feel good. Now, Dan and I can hear each other and see each other. You can hear us and see us, we hope. We can't hear you, but we do want to hear from you. So we want you to go to a new tab, students, and go to the cc.page/Minecraft. So just go to a brand new tab and type that in. Then you can let us know Miss Powell's class is already in. I see Ritu is in. So if you're joining us from wherever, go to the cc.page/Minecraft and let us know, hey, Lisa, you're in from St. Anthony's. Let us know what grade and where you are. That's what I like to know, Dan. I always like to know where the students are from. Our last Minecraft session, we had people from everywhere. Like, I was stunning, all around the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts of places in the United States, Canada, I think even overseas, we had a few.
Hi, Stacy. A little bit more time. Get that cc.page/Minecraft rocking and rolling.
Manya says hi. Hello.
Awesome. And I'll just put that book up on the page. And if that's not working, you could also try, it seems to be working for all the students, but you could also try this bit.ly link, cc.minecraft forum. But from Kent, Kian's from Kent, Washington. Linda's there from Miami-Dade. Nolan, Katie, Omar, wow. Max. Holy. Navia. Oh, nice. Grade 4. Abby from Strathroy.
Oh, Strathroy.
So if you
Washington.
If you haven't yet seen the BBC Frozen Ocean or these BBC shows, this is an amazing 6-part series. Oh, nice. John's joining us. So
We've got
if you've been
Eva in
watching-
Kitchener.
Kitchener, Ontario, yeah. Adrian. Hey, Paige. These are fascinating BBC documentaries. Highly worthwhile. Highly recommend you watch them. Hi, Finn. The narrator is David Attenborough. So if you don't know David Attenborough, he's like the guy who's the wonderful Dan is joining us from Dumfries, Scotland, in his natural habitat, the Minecraft world. And he has a great narration voice that I could probably do poorly, but I love doing that imitation because he's so great. You can watch these shows. So this is a kind of a neat mix where you can watch a series, you can play in that world and do these cool things. Life on thin ice. Very cool. Finn, I love walruses too. Oh,
yeah.
Strathmore. Awesome. So I'm going to throw it over to Dan, and what we're going to do is we are going to log on to Minecraft. Thanks, Nolan. We're going to get onto Minecraft, and we're going to sign in and let us know. I feel like, Dan, we're not going to move fast today. I want to move nice and slow and go through this so that we can get these worlds going.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go ahead and launch Minecraft. And
okay. All right. So once we get signed into Minecraft, we are going to go and there's a couple of different ways we can go. We can click on new and featured here. And what we need to do is we need to search our library, and we're going to type in Frozen and hit enter. And it will show you all the Frozen planet worlds that we can access. So we're going to be doing Frozen Ocean today. So you're going to click on that.
Can you show us that one more time, Dan? Just the whole
Absolutely. I was just about to go back.
Perfect.
So we click on new and featured, and we're going to type Frozen into the library, and we're going to hit enter.
Perfect.
And there we go. And we've got our Frozen worlds, and we're going to click on Frozen Ocean. It's the one with a polar bear in the middle and the walruses flanking it. Did you know that the first place I ever saw polar bears was in Scotland?
What?
Yes.
Like actual polar bears, like not in a zoo?
Actual polar bears. Two adults and three adults and one baby. And they were residents at the Scottish Wildlife Park up in the Highlands.
Oh, okay.
This is pretty cool. So once we've got this up, we're going to click Create World, and it's going to load it up for us. I'm on a gaming rig, so mine will be probably a wee bit faster than it will be if you're using a Chromebook or an iPad.
Yeah. And if you're on a Chromebook and you want to talk to us, you can always hit, you can be in your Minecraft. You can always hit a little overview key and go back to your Chrome browser and let us know. Omar saw them at the zoo. I haven't seen them, but my friends have gone to Churchill, and that's pretty awesome. In Churchill, you can go and you can drive in that's Churchill, Manitoba, kind of in northern Canada. So, Regan is asking Regan is asking, what's your favorite animal? And mine is a sloth, because they're so much like me. Nice and slow. Dan, you have a favorite?
That's a tough question. There's so many different animals that I really like. I guess tigers have always been kind of top of my list. Elephants, really cool. Killer whales, also for the seafaring crowd. I really like. Always really liked the killer whales.
And there is a world, not this one, but there is one where you can actually do the orca. And I saw a terrifying video of orca breaking up ice to attack a seal. I couldn't believe. I don't know if you've seen that. I probably wouldn't show it in the class, but it's amazing how smart they are and how they can work together. And Nicholas is coming at us from the North Pole, which is pretty awesome for the Frozen worlds. That's pretty great.
Okay, so I'm in Minecraft here, and I can walk around this room. I'm in first-person view right now, which is I can see my hand, and it's basically like me as a person there, right? So I can see everything around me, but it's asking us to switch to third-person view. Now, to do that, you can press F5 on your keyboard. If you are using a Chromebook and you don't have function keys, you can press down your launcher button and press the number button. So each number button should be sort of in sequence with the function buttons on a traditional computer keyboard. So number 5 with your launcher button and hold the launcher button first before you press 5 should act as your function 5 button
Right.
to switch to third person view.
Do you think we should show? We're getting a lot of questions on how to get into the world again. Do you think we should show that one more
Yeah.
time? Dan? I mean,
Yeah,
we have
go
time.
back.
Redo's there.
So we're going into new and featured. We are
New
going
and featured.
into the search pane up in the top right corner here, search library, and we're going to type in Frozen, just like the movie.
We're gonna let it go.
You can let it go.
Search it up. Search it up. Gonna look in the top.
Click the search or hit enter on your keyboard. And there's our Frozen Planet 2 world, the one with the walruses and the polar bear on it. And we're going to click that, and then we're going to click Create World.
And Dan, we have a few Minecraft questions for you.
Oh, okay.
How long have you been playing Minecraft?
I've been playing Minecraft since it came out. So that was the Java edition in 2009, 2010.
Wow. If you get a chance to follow Dan, he's got lots of stuff. Ritu has no questions. That's good. Letting us know. That's great. Okay, so we're in here, and it's a little bit unusual where we have to change our view. We're used to the first person view, so we're moving around. How do you change that view so that we're...
So yeah, we're pressing F5 if you're on a Windows machine. If you are on a Chromebook, you are holding down your launcher button, and you're pressing the number 5 on your keyboard. That should be the button that you will need to switch to third-person view. So this is what the third-person view that we want to look like is, and you just keep pressing that F5 button to cycle around. This is a third-person view, but it's from the front. We don't want that. This is our first-person view, and this is the third-person view from behind that we want to see. Most of you that have probably done a lot of gaming before have probably primarily played in this third-person view.
Oh, yeah. And if we wanted to do that from our settings, we could do that too. We could press escape, go to our settings, and go to video and toggle from first person to third person. All right, so we have our parka on.
We've got it. Yep, all wintered up here and ready to go outside. So when you're ready to go into the world, you're going to walk up to that iron door, and you're going to right click. If you're on a Chromebook and you don't have a mouse with a right click button, you're doing the snake bite, which is 2 fingers tapping on your mouse pad.
Dan, do you have your volume up so we can hear the David Attenborough intro?
I do. I think let me just, you know what? Let's go into settings and we'll just check.
Okay.
And
so
we're going
Joel,
to go to
if that isn't working, let's go into here.
So I've got the main up to 66%. I've got the music. I'll turn the music up for this one. Just in case they put some, I don't know if you can hear anything there.
Not yet. And can you also just show us, Dan, where in the video right there in our settings, since we're in settings, in video, there's your third person. If you're, for some reason, your shortcut wasn't working, there's your third person from the back where you can change that too. Hi, Joanna. Nice to see you.
So let's escape. And we're going in now.
Oh. We're just going to watch the sunrise or set. I can't remember. 2 questions while we're waiting, Dan. One is, what is your favorite Minecraft animal?
That's a tough one too. Oh, that's good. I guess for hostile mobs, I think the Warden is probably my favorite, just because it's so challenging to defeat, and really scares you when you encounter it for the first time.
Okay, I don't hear your David Attenborough here though. In winter, at the top of the planet.
That's actually quite good.
Not on land, but the frozen water. Vivian's asking if we have to change the view. You actually do when you become the polar bear, otherwise you can't navigate. So you do have to change it just for... I just started in 2022 playing Minecraft. So we see our polar bear walking. This, I would definitely, students, get your volume up and get that awesome David Attenborough going. I love it. I really want the volume here.
And you will note you cannot move around during this cinematic sequence. Can't do anything. You just have to wait until we get in here. So favorite non hostile mob in Minecraft? Cat. Definitely cat.
Yes. Awesome. Zoe and Brooke also wanted to know your favorite Taylor Swift song, but it's me, Dan. I'm the problem. It's okay. So what I find with this, you just have to really read the instructions. There's going to be some male polar bears coming at you, and you have to do the hit, the left button click, the strike to rear up on your legs. Whoa. Dan, I think you got to get your volume going. I think maybe you have to reshare with your. Can you do it with just a tab, or is that going to work?
I don't know. I don't think I had an option to share with audio.
Oh, Miss Powell's class, in which world is best for students to learn how to be Minecraft pros? I would start with the how to play ones for sure. If they maybe haven't played, or some students haven't played, just to get everyone on the same page, right? The how to play.
Yeah. Or even just the blocks of grass is a good one to start out with. So yeah, I'm here in the world here, and I've got my back. Sorry?
Katie, just got to have the form going. There's lots of questions, but third person back is what you want to get this view like Dan's, where you're controlling the polar bear.
I'm going to press my space bar right now because my cubs have wandered off. So I'm pressing my space bar to get them to come back to me and follow me more closely.
Yeah, jump.
This is a challenging level, so we want to take our time doing it as much as we can. And the important thing is to, if you're getting a bit frustrated at times with this, because it is a challenging level, make sure you take a wee break, maybe escape, pause, take a couple of deep breaths, do a couple of stretches, go have a glass of water, just to de-stress a little bit, because it can be a little bit frustrating at times, and it may take you more than a couple of attempts to get through. So again, I'm pressing my space bar to get the cubs to come to me. And if I left click or a single finger tap on your mouse pad on a Chromebook, it will scare off the male polar bears briefly.
So make sure when you search for the world, Sophia, you want to go into up the top where it says search and search for Frozen, and we're doing the Frozen Ocean one to start with. Angel, you can't ask us how old we are. We're ancient. So Anthony too. Anthony and Angel are going up to the search and typing in Frozen, and we're in the Frozen Ocean world.
And I am pretty much constantly pressing my space bar here, because otherwise
all the time.
Yeah, because otherwise the cubs will just wander off. And okay, so we've reached our first hunting ground. You can tell where you're supposed to be going because there's that little beacon up in the distance there. So we're trying to make our way to that location. So it's a little bit of a maze here. It's a bit of a maze.
And you might be tempted to swim, because you often swim in Minecraft, but your cubs cannot swim.
If I jump in the water here, in fact, it will not let me do that. It's making me, it'll come back to my last checkpoint here.
Nolan's got some good questions. You can't switch this to creative, but at the end, we're going to switch to creative, and we're going to make a little research station. So stay tuned. We're going to make some things in creative. Okay, there's the male polar bear. That guy, you have to rear up if you hit.
All right, that's scaring them off. So we get the call the polar bears again with the space bar. Keep calling them. And we're gonna hop over here.
Yeah, you got to keep calling.
There's that male again.
You got to hear You got to Chewbacca those guys away. And if you look around, oh man, he's that guy. You're safe.
He's off this time.
Yeah, why are we polar bears? We're just learning about polar bears and the cubs. Oh no!
One of the cubs fell into the water.
Dan.
So I will have to do a better job of keeping track of them.
And there's going to be some failures, so try not to get too upset. Anthony, you're going to go to the main page where you press new and featured, and you're going to search for Frozen, and we are doing Frozen Ocean. Hi, Miss D's virtual grade 3 class. Just take it nice and slow. Make sure you're not going on to any. Oh, there's that male. Scare him away.
Right.
There we go. Nice job.
Where is he going? No, do not go near the.
I know. Joel, he moved too fast, and don't go through the water. They will follow you through the water. Even though the adult polar bears, they can swim pretty well. The babies, they can't.
Like herding cats.
think you're safe. I think you're good to go.
All right, we got there. We got there. Okay.
Checkpoint 2.
All right. Took
It's
a couple
still not off the
of.
ice.
So it is a maze. So we have to kind of look about here to see.
No, not that way.
Oh, we've got another male polar bear over there that's just appeared. All right. So what are you doing? Get back here, guys. Cats or maybe toddlers.
Oh, there he is. Get him.
Oh no!
Oh, Dan, you got too close.
All right. All right.
At least it's not from the
I'm
very
gonna
beginning.
run ahead here really quickly, and then I'll call them, and then I'll frighten them off. There we go. All right. Oh no! Don't go visiting him.
No.
I wonder if mother polar bears get really frustrated with their cubs.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay. So you have to don't get too close because your cubs will go around and ahead of you. And
Yeah.
there, that guy's pretty good.
Right.
Remember, you're
Come on, guys.
for those of you still not in, you're searching in new and featured.
Oh, there's
searching for
wandering off
Frozen.
again. Get back here.
Oh, hurry, Dan,
There you
hurry! That male's coming. You're
All right.
stressing me out, man. Okay, I think you're almost at the beacon, and then you're not quite at the land yet. So we're
Okay. All right, how are we doing there? Any more males coming along here? No, we've got one paddling around there in the water, but we're all right here
okay.
for the
Remember,
moment.
your left button, your normal hit button, is how you rear up and do the Chewbacca to scare those guys away.
And it does actually sound a little bit like Chewbacca. I know you can't hear my sound, but it does sound a little bit like that.
Yeah. And so where we are, you're not joining in our place. So you go to from the main page, you go to new and featured, and you just search for Frozen, and you'll see all the Frozen worlds. And we are doing Frozen Ocean. And the first challenge is it's pretty challenging. Oh, I'm afraid, Dan, that your cubs are going to fall in the water again. Where are they? Okay.
They're wandering off looking at things.
Oh, that's a male
And,
polar bear. He's stuck.
you know-
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I think just sort of like what's really happening in the Arctic today, we have kind of an accurate representation if you're, the diminished ice flows. Like normally it would be potentially all sea ice, all frozen, and they'd be able to wander around and quite freely and move really quite large distances, even dip between continents. And now that's not sadly much the case anymore. Now they're sort of hopping from little ice flow to ice flow, and of course, because most of their feeding is on these ice flows, catching seals and whatnot, because there's less of them, it's harder for them to hunt, and they're in danger of starving.
Yeah.
I'll go up here and just have a little peek around.
Joel's asking if you major in Minecraft, and I would say yes. Dan has a major in Minecraft
I guess I do.
with a minor in Scottish studies. You're getting pretty close. It's kind of, and remember, Finn, you're pressing jump to get them to follow you, and you're pressing the hit button to scare away. Oh, there's one last one.
Oh,
don't make this your
last one.
demise.
Oh,
Get rid of that last one.
over here.
All right, perfect. You did
Let's
it.
see if I can chase it into the water.
There you go.
There we
This
go.
is stressful. This is the most stressed I've been all day.
On you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's coming back again.
Get out of here.
All right. Here we go. I think we're all right. Yeah, we're good. If there's any surprises coming up here, I don't think there are.
If you really had a lot of trouble, you might just want to, you could close it and go back and reopen, go back to the main page and reopen a brand new one. Okay, Noel's turning. Okay, phew. Dan, I think you need to reshare with your audio, buddy. One thing that's cool, I'll show this on my screen real quick, Dan, while you're loading there, is in the Hudson's Bay anyway, they have a lot of polar bears with trackers on them. So you can actually see where polar bears are. And you can even go, they have names and you can see their routes. So this is the polar bear tracker, polarbearsinternational.org, where you can actually see the path.
Oh, wow.
Of where these bears were. And it's not a long time ago. It's like, this is February and its current location Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. That's the last time that this polar bear, number 1, was tracked. So you can view all the bears. These are the Hudson Bay bears. So there's 15 of them with trackers. Phew. Crazy. Remember, if you're on a Chromebook, the hit button where you're trying to scare the bears away, that would be your left, and pressing jump is how you call your cubs to you. Let us know how you're doing with that. Maybe we might have to, I know it took us a long time. Dan was probably faster than you were, but you could always go back and check. The male has found a better way of getting down. So this is fun. We are going to start where we're just going to be rolling like bowling balls down a path as a walrus to get down. Because they're so large, they weigh up to, 1,500 kilograms.
Yeah, over a ton.
Get ginormous. So they roll, and here we are. We're going to be rolling.
So I can use my mouse to change my view a little bit, and then I can use my left and right buttons to, and I hit another walrus there. So I'm just using my A and D keys to move around and try to get her.
Don't hit.
That was close. Oh, I hit the rocks there. Okay. All right.
This is pretty fun.
This stuff comes up pretty fast here, so we're just going to, I hit another rock there. Unfortunately, I can't slow down. I am stuck at I don't think, I made it through that one. That was okay.
Yeah, as long as you're
oh dear. I had been doing quite well there. So this is actually how they actually get down hills.
On a Dell computer, this will be a single click on a trackpad to hit.
All right. I clunked that one with my head. That would have been sore.
I think you're safer to go where the head is safe rather than the tail. The tail can get a little bit of. Oh, you're doing well, Dan.
All right, there we go. Okay.
Yikes! Oh my gosh.
Right or left?
Yeah. Oh, phew.
Oh, we got. Oh, that was one. Now you have to do another 2 times.
Okay. We just want to make sure if you're still on the cubs that you're doing okay, not getting too frustrated. Just take your time, make sure you scare all the males away. That's Dan. That's the essential part is scaring away those males and making sure that you don't go into the water, right? Oh, Miss Powell, absolutely. I know it's later in Florida. This will be a recording that if you're in, we can send to you. So Cobblestone Collective will send this out, and you can always watch. And on Friday, we're going to have a really awesome one where we have someone from the BBC. Oh, great. Isaac's got that rocking and rolling. Yeah, Sarah, you want to search frozen or frozen ocean, and that'll get you the right world. Phew. That's 2.
Oh, says 1 of 3. Oh, okay.
1? I thought you already got 2.
I don't know. Okay, maybe I ran out of time or something. All right.
This is the most stressed I've been as a walrus. Oh man, you did it.
There we go.
Joel wants to know if you have any pig tips in Minecraft. If there's anything to...
Pig tips?
Yeah, anything about pigs that Joel might not know already. He says, do you like pigs? But I bet you got some Minecraft information like, did you know?
Let's see. Well, I guess you can put a saddle on them and then get an achievement for riding a pig.
There you go. That's something I didn't know. Thanks, Dad.
There's a sheep tip. If you go and get a tag, a name tag, and you put it on an anvil and name that tag _ lowercase letters JEB, Jeb, and then you take that tag and you run up to any sheep and tap it, it'll start changing colors.
Ooh. So we did the cubs, and we did our our Walry, our
Oh,
walruses.
our walrus run.
It's not Walry. I'm just kidding. Let us know. Let's just take a moment to breathe because I got stressed out just watching you, Dan. So let us know, how did you do with the Cubs, and are you on the Walrus one? Let me know, some people from classes, because we have a lot of classes joining us. We have 40 classes, which translates to about 1,000 students. Oh my gosh, Jane's asking if I like Led Zeppelin, and oh boy, do I ever.
Oh yeah.
Are you wearing a Zeppelin shirt or something? Is that why? No, you're wearing a Minecraft shirt. Great. I don't know. I need to like have a drink of water. That was stressful.
All right. So did you want me to try resharing with audio?
Yeah, Dan, I want to see something.
Okay.
I want the audio from the David Attenborough.
All right. So let's see. Let's stop the screen. Present. Share screen. Window. Oh, wait. I see. If I select window, it doesn't give me an option for share system audio. Okay. I learned something today.
There you go.
So I guess I'll share the entire screen there.
Yeah, F5. Yes, there's got plenty of good tips. F5, changing that switch view, or if you're doing the on a Chromebook, if you do.
There we go.
How do you get the F5 on a Chromebook? Is it the Alt and then
it's
button?
not command,
Control.
launcher button. The launcher button and number 5 will be your function button. Cool. So I've got the screen added back up there, Darren, if you just want to plop it back up on the, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to switch back. Yes, we're going to switch back to first person view. So I'm going to press F5 and cycle through until I'm back to that with just my hand poking out there in front. And we're inside a big tent here. This is pretty cool. We've got our camera. So I'm using my scroll button on my mouse to select my camera, and I've got my journal that I can look at too. If you don't have a scroll button with a mouse, you can use your number keys on your keyboard, and 3 for your camera, and 7 for your journal. So let's get our camera selected here. Actually, I'm going to select off it for a moment.
Is there music the whole time when you're out in the world as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. So I'm just going to walk through our door here and a little of explore around. So we're going to take some pictures of animals that are spotted around this environment. And just like if you're off camping somewhere in North America where there's lots of bears, you want to keep your refuse, your garbage, your food, particularly your food garbage, or even just your food, out of the way and out of sight, because they are incredibly smart. If they know what a cooler is, black bears, grizzlies, they know what a cooler is. They've seen them before, and they will open a car or a van or a truck, even like a sardine can. They'll just tear the roof off of it to get at that food. In
fact, my friends who went to Churchill, the bear came and shook the vehicle that they were in. It stood up on its hind leg and it shook it like a can of sardine, and it scared them quite a bit.
I bet. So here at our research station, we do have an unsecured dumpster, or tip as we call it over here. And I'm going to take a picture of this bear grabbing its lunch. All right, so I'm going to right click, just point with my crosshairs, and then right click to take the picture. So I've taken that picture. So again, right click on a Chromebook is the 2-finger tap. And then I'm going to go over and I'm going to look at my journal. And then I've got my journal entry. So I've got the polar bear feasting out of the dumpster. There. Okay. So now there's these little blue diamonds on the screen. Those are my next targets for observation. So I'm going to start walking over to one of them now.
Yeah. And don't forget, my friends, if you're not at the pace, if you're not where we are, you can always pause, rewind, get us back. We can do things a couple times. Taking a picture on a Chromebook, if you need to, like to take a screenshot, is Control, Shift, and the switcher key for a partial screenshot, or just Control and switcher key or overview key, which is that square with 2 lines at the top of your Chromebook.
Okay, so we don't want to get too close to the animals because we'll scare them off. So there's one of those walruses rolling down there. Oh, and there it is again. Okay, we'll just take a picture.
Boom.
There we go.
Polar bear at the garbage. Walrus at the top.
So I can actually flip through my journal entries by right-clicking and left-clicking.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, can you
Polar
turn your music
bears.
down again? We want
Sorry?
the audio, but can you turn your music down again? We're getting the
Sure.
getting lots of rhyme.
All right.
No David Attenborough. Only
Audio.
music.
There we go. And turn that music right down. There we go.
Well, don't turn your main down, just the music part, maybe.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
'cause then we'll-
main music down to.
I still want to hear the polar bears.
All right. There we go. All right. So let's walk over to our next target.
Oh, can you go in the water?
Yeah.
Oh, phew.
Swim over here.
Get out of there. You're going to get crushed.
I want to see if I can
what's gonna happen here?
interact with the.
Oh, nothing.
I'm okay.
Oh, man.
Experimenting there.
I'm way too invested. I'm like just freaking out.
In real life, you would not want to approach a walrus within a mile or two.
No.
They are
no.
very aggressive and territorial and quite grumpy. And again, weighing over a ton, they can crush you. And of course, they've got those giant tusks as well.
Perfect. So there are 3 different things that you need to do. We have plenty of time, so we're not going to totally rush them. So we got the polar bear, we got the bowling ball walrus.
Okay, so we're going to take a picture here, and I'm just going to wait until the polar bear turns around.
Oh, really? That's not the best side of the polar bear?
I'm not sure if there's a good side to a polar bear.
Probably not the mouth. It's coming at you.
The cubs are quite cute.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a good picture.
I do quite like the camera.
Mm-hmm. Let's check that. Let's see here. Oh. Can I get another picture? Can we do another one? There we go.
Now, the one I had a very hard time finding was actually the cubs. And if you look over to your right, there's a light post that's guiding you to where the cubs are.
I just love the terrain in this world. It's very realistic.
Is that just as a Minecraft nerd? What are these blocks? Because they're not ice blocks necessarily, right? So are the white is that
below us
concrete?
here?
Yeah.
So these are ice blocks. There's ice and snow blocks.
Is there ice? Okay.
There's 3 different types of ice blocks, and I think there's a couple of different types of snow blocks. I'm not sure if it's in the most recent version. I haven't really seen it or looked for it yet. But in Bedrock, there's a snow block that you can actually fall into. So it's like a light snow. And in one of the survival worlds that I was working with my daughter, we decided that we were going to go and climb one of these extreme mountains that's in the newer version. And I wanted to get to the top of it and plant a banner. And we fell into these ice crevices filled with this light snow, and we're freezing. And we had to react and work together really quickly to dig our way out. So it was quite interesting.
So find the lights, find the cubs.
All right, there. Oh, we've got another walrus that we're going to take a picture of. Oh, I don't want to fall down that crevice.
And if you finished, you might want to go through again and see if you can do it faster. So we're going to change to creative here and do some more fun stuff. Oh,
There you go.
There you go. So those two walruses that you had to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's our cubs. Of course, in real nature, I think you'd probably want to stay as far away. You'd want a telephoto lens there for the cubs, because cubs generally denote that there's a mother around, and they will be very aggressive and defensive about their cubs. There we go. So, we've got our cubs playing there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so our mission is complete here. Now we're going to walk back to that green. All the other blue diamonds have disappeared at this point, so we've completed our mission. So we can walk back now to our Arctic station here.
Oh, perfect. Now, Dan, question: are you going to turn in your journal, or are we going to do some? Are you going to go through the whole thing in one more time, like speed run stuff?
You want? I could try a speed run on that polar bear thing.
Because we have about
Mm-hmm.
half an hour. So either we'll build for half an hour now before, because once you turn in your research journal, you're done the game and you get the credits. Where we could play it again. I think we should maybe do a speed run.
Okay. Maybe I'll show you how to get into creative mode in this world if you do want to build, and then we'll go do a speed run.
Yeah, knowing that you're gonna have to take these pictures again if you turn in your book. That's the only question. If you want to, otherwise we're building for half an hour.
All right, so let's go here. We're going to talk to the researcher, give photos. So climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. And like we were talking about earlier, it's causing the sea ice to melt, which means that the polar bears who depend on the sea ice for food are being forced to travel further and spend more time on land.
Hey, Dan, have you seen it like Allison's having, where there's no animals at the locations?
Really? I have not seen that. My suggestion there would be to close down that game, close down Minecraft, restart Minecraft, and then reload. Try to start that game from scratch again, or maybe jump into your existing one to see if the animals come back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, unfortunately, polar bears could be extinct at this rate within 100 years if we don't do something about it. Okay. And so vehicles are a large source of carbon emissions that contribute to climate change. So it's about finding different solutions for our everyday needs that have less of a carbon impact.
And that's where you see it a lot in the north, right? Where there's the glaciers melting and ice melting. I like these NPCs.
Now, I actually live in quite a small town. Dumfries is only about 30,000 people or so. And everywhere is a 10-minute drive. So typically for a lot of stuff, we just walk because it's only like 20 minutes. And there's all sorts of pedestrian paths around town.
Nolan's researcher doesn't exist either. I wonder if you took all the pictures. So to get all the pictures, you needed a polar bear at the garbage can, a walrus rolling down, another polar bear loose, another walrus that's not rolling, and cubs, I believe, right? 5. And then your researcher shows up. So you may have, and if you see any more of the little blue or cyan, the blue kind of diamonds, that's where you're going for. Now I'm curious when the narration with David Attenborough is. Oh, you don't have to play. Okay, cool.
So from here, if you want to do a bit of a creative mode experience, which I encourage you to do, type in game mode C / game mode C. So you're going to press the /? Button on your keyboard, type in game mode space C and hit enter. And we are now in creative mode. And if I type /WB, that will also give me world builder mode. So that's /WB. So those are slash commands. So now I can fly. I can double tap and fly around with my space bar there. And you can fly over and examine this amazing world in more detail. I mean, it's pretty cool. We can actually go up into the mountains and look at the glaciers.
Very cool.
Which I thought was like, this is really, really nicely rendered. I really like this. I could see trying to grab some of this mountain range and use it for other worlds in some of my own builds would be kind of cool, because it's such a wonderful mountain range. I'm just gonna fly. I'm gonna fly up to the top of the peak there. I always like to go to the tallest part.
Yeah,
and they're all over the place. Look at all these huge glaciers with lots of cliffs and crevices and stuff. It's just and it just goes on and on and on.
The thing as
So
a builder, Dan, that I'm sure is interesting is that this isn't just something that comes with the game and it just renders a mountain like this with the glaciers, right? Like there are people involved in making it look like this with the glacial.
Yeah, so there's a couple of different ways of approaching this, and one of them is you can use there's a couple of free tools out there that will allow you to generate your own. So if I had a topographical map, I could maybe duplicate it using one of these tools, and through like Bedrock Edition, I could create a mountain range, which is pretty cool.
That's great.
Or one of the other options is out there. There's a couple of companies that actually what they do is they take topographical map data and they turn it into a Minecraft map.
That's really cool.
Which is really neat.
Katie is asking one more time, you could go into your settings and change to creative, but there's also the slash command. And Sierra knows, Sierra's like a Minecraft. I'm not sure why Sierra is so amazing with Minecraft stuff, but what's that slash command to get in creative again, Dan, to check out the world?
Slash game mode space C. And I'll just type it back up onto the screen here. Perfect. So you can see it. Game mode C.
C. Yep. And then you can also /WB to get World Builder, where you can get all of the creative things.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really cool little base too. I like the art.
It is, isn't it? I mean, it's really, really beautifully sort of rendered here.
Yeah.
And it does look like a real Arctic station as well. That's so they've done a lot of research, I think, to get these amazing results.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let's go back to that researcher there, and I'm going to see if we've got about 15 minutes left. We'll see if we can do some speed runs here. Oh, I got to turn my
more even. We're going until 1:15 in my time, so it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good photos. Got to do that again. Okay.
So Dan's going to speed run through this again, my friends. You can let us know where you are, how you're doing, or you might still be on the polar bears. You might still be on the walrus. I don't know, but I definitely want to make sure that we get our David Attenborough talking on the next one. You should be.
All right, so I'll turn up the music a little bit. I think it'll probably be channeled through that.
Sierra is, hopefully Sierra's in a class helping all of their fellow students, knows all the tips and tricks. Pretty great.
Oh, there's a bit of a pause there before we started. Okay, here we go. So we're going back into third person. Right, that door there. And let's go into the settings and turn that audio music up again. The music for this level is pretty cool, so it's good to hear it for this.
Vivian, if you're not finding all of the creatures, just make sure you follow the little diamonds. And you need polar bear at the dumpster, walrus who's rolling, polar bear who's at random on the ice, cubs, and there's one more that I've missed. Oh, there's another walrus too. So 2 polar bears, 2 walrus, and then cubs.
In winter,
oh, there we go. In winter, turn that up.
Not of land, but of frozen water.
Let's see here. There we go.
Its surface forms an almost solid platform that is bigger than the whole of the United States. Its presence and condition dominates the lives of all the many and varied animals. To survive here, life must adapt to this world that alternates between ice and water. A newly emerged polar bear mother encourages her cubs to take their first tentative steps on the sea ice.
Ooh, is Dan ready? Speed.
All right.
Should I start my stopwatch?
Give me 1 second here, and then I'll be ready. Let's see here.
All right.
So let's see here. Let's give that a go. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. Man comes up to the walrus part, won't let her move. Get out of here. Okay.
I'll lose one here. Ah, carrying on. All right. Carry on.
Ollie's just closing her up again. If you're really not finding those animals, I would maybe just close Minecraft and start the world again from scratch. I have found that works pretty well. Oh, is that... Are your cubs right behind you?
I'm assuming they are.
You're just assuming, oh, where's the other one?
Where am I supposed to go here? Oh, this way.
There. Where's your other cub?
I don't know. It's disappeared.
Oh, Dan! Ah!
Stop penalizing me. So I think there's a cub wandering around somewhere. It's just not right behind me. That's okay. We'll just carry on. It'll catch up.
It thinks it's there, and another glitch. I don't know.
Yeah. Come on, what you doing? No.
It's really letting you go far from your cubs.
Yeah.
I think you're in for some trouble here, Dan. I don't know.
Oh.
You tried to get this far. You're not. You're just in the last section, luckily, so that's not too bad. Navia is 1/3 through. That's great. Thanks for letting us know where you were, Navia. Joel, if you went right to the end, that's super duper awesome. Finn, we're never going to give you up.
Oh no!
Oh, you can't let those males attack your cubs, Dan. I guess it's more about being maternal than the speed.
Well, we're doing a speed run though.
I know.
These guys are ruining my stats.
They really are.
Get out of here! All right, come on.
I think you're safe. Okay, you're safe till the next
All right.
one. Yeah, we're gonna go to the end, Joel. And if you want to change it to creative at the end and do some building, that's what we're gonna do at the very end. Dan's just doing it a little bit faster, going back through again. Hey, Alex. Cubs.
Where are they
Uh-oh.
going? Where are they wandering off to?
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Mail. Yikes, Dan! Oh, that was close.
These guys just keep wandering off.
Cool children, I don't know. It's like grocery shopping.
Come
There,
on,
you
come on. Get away from that bear.
Let's go. You did it.
All right, that was better than the first time.
It's 4 minutes and 5 seconds. And only one attack. Oh, we got some. We're gonna hear this.
And are swimming 40 meters beneath her. But after 10 minutes down there,
Cool animation. I like these cutaways.
you get from the ice to take a breath and rest.
Just
She has acute hearing and one of the most sensitive.
we are gonna. Yeah, we'll make it to the end. I think we'll have time to go through, and hopefully, if Dan can do the walruses fairly quickly here, we'll.
Nice.
Now that he's a master.
Walruses.
Walruses.
Adult male weighs more than a ton, and heaving oneself over the sand without the support of water is very hard work. This male has a particular sunbathing spot in mind.
Mr. Smith's class would like a few more David Attenborough impressions. Yeah. The gallant Mr. Smith joining us for some Minecraft.
Enough is enough. Getting up here was a slog. But this man has found a better
Right.
way of getting down.
Come on, David. We need to get to the
Let gravity do the
get on my
work.
level.
Everyone is doing it.
We hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're having fun. I'm having a great time just doing these games, watching Dan play. It's always a pleasure. So much fun. We still have a few more minutes, and I really want to get. If you haven't seen Dan build, I'm really looking forward to us getting through the next part so Dan can actually build. Oh, I didn't know there was this cool jaunty music during this. That's really fun. Walruses going down. Joel, our day is going so awesome. How's your day going, Joel? Nice. Your walrus skills have gone from a 2 out of 10 to at least an 8 out of 10 walrus right now. Oh, yikes. Will he get it through? Will he get whoop, zoop. It's the new Mario Kart. It's Walrus Kart. Walrus Kart coming to your Switch. Oh, you hit your tail, but you survived. That's 2. Got some tuba. Oh, you did it. This is so fun and funny.
I think it's just like any game. Once you get a hang of the dynamics of how the controls work,
Yeah,
then you're all right.
absolutely.
So it's sort of the difference between playing, say, Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Switch.
Yeah. Let us know if you got to the end of the photo one, which Dan is now starting. Dan has a good YouTube, Outside the Blocks is Dan's YouTube channel where he does some building and some cool things. All right.
Lots of little tips and tricks on
Boom.
various
Journalist
Minecraft things. All right.
Polar bear 1. Then the walrus.
If it'll let me actually, can I do?
Yeah. I think you can actually change it right
Oh, there
now.
we go.
There we go. Yeah. Dan's going to super fly. Yeah. I kind of like this, Dan. Like you got the head to the chopper. You're going through. All right. That's the polar bear I missed the first time.
You've got quite a roster of impersonations there.
Just the easy ones. David Attenborough, a little bit of a. Got the walrus and then the cubs behind the light. Boom.
There we go. All right.
Did we still miss one, or did you get them all?
No, we got them all.
Okay,
Got
cool.
them all. So let's go up on the glacier and maybe build some stuff for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, we had a little bit of time. So, students, if you need any more help, let us know. Dan's going to go up to the glacier and he's going to build and just to show you some of his building skills, show you some amazing things that he can do.
Let's
So,
see,
if you haven't done this, this is pretty fun just to go and fly.
I don't want Go Builder.
No,
I
not Go
want.
Builder.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll get rid of this guy.
There's
Remove
your agent.
at sea. Oof. Away it goes. Okay. Make a little research station up here. Let's see what kind of blocks we've got because they've added different textures to these blocks. You know what? Before I get into that, I'm going to turn off the music here. That's a bit loud.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Glacier research station. Maybe we're up here monitoring how the glacier is doing in responding to global warming. So make a little tent of some sort, perhaps. Start there. I'm going to use that blue block that they were using down there. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do a little trick here. Rather than trying to figure out what blocks they're using, I'm just going to go down and grab them.
Yeah, with the pick block. That's one of the best things when we're doing this is the little pick block. Really hope that teachers, that your students were able to explore, learn a little bit. If you want to take a little bit more time, I mean, just looking at the information in that research book, Dan, if you look at your after you're done picking, what is that block? Purper stairs?
That's a stair. Purper stair.
What's
Okay.
purper? Is that just purple? Said funny.
So what they've done here is, oh, and it won't let me move the camera. Okay, that's okay. What they've done is they've renamed these blocks as well as reskinned them.
Oh, cool.
So it's pretty cool that you can do things like that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have here that I can
What
check?
what's there as? Oh, it's just a call patron with a button on it for like the little sinks or whatever they have in there.
What we got here? We've got yeah, it looks like we've got some signs, some slabs, beds.
Cool.
I like how they've placed the sign on the back of the bed there to give it a footboard.
And if this is my class, I would probably go to the book and read through some of the things that your research book actually tells you. It tells you the size of the polar bears and some other great information like that, right?
Yeah, definitely a good material to read over. All right, so this looks like a nice flat place to build a little research station up here, not too close to the edge, so we don't wake up in the middle of the night and accidentally go for a walk and fall off.
While you're building, Dan, Josie, I'd just like to know what your favorite Minecraft animal is.
Definitely either the cat for a peaceful mob, and I'm gonna say hostile mob, probably the warden. Although blazes, I think, are kind of cool too.
There's different kinds of cats. There's not just one, right?
Yeah, there's quite a few, I think. So I think there's ocelots.
Oh, I like those. Yeah.
And what else we got? Daylight sensor.
I know you weren't that thrilled, but I was pretty happy that we got tadpoles and frogs now in Minecraft EDU. So teachers, if you're making a wetland, you want to have your students create something in the classroom, you can easily use those cool mobs like a wetland, make some other cool things. So Dan's making a little research station himself, which if you want to do a bit of building, that's optional. If you've had enough Minecraft and you're like, hey, we're good, my class is done. You're the teacher who's in control. Oh, that's neat.
Make a little tent here, maybe clear a little space.
Hi, Miguel. I hope your day is going great. Oh, I like it. Oh, Quandale wants to know what's the most annoying hostile mob?
Oh, anything in the nether. You're sitting there, you're trying to mine some gold, and suddenly 40 piglins come out of nowhere. And as you're fighting them off, suddenly you're attacked by a ghast. It just again comes out of nowhere and blows you away, and then you fall down a little pit into some lava, and you lose all your enchanted armor, and you're not best pleased. And it happens all the time.
So Dan's rebuilding basically an entire glacier here.
I just I'm giving myself a little bit more space to work with here, a little bit of a flat area, because if you're setting up a tent, just like in real life, if you've been camping before, setting up a tent on an incline, not so much fun because your head's like this and your legs are like that, or you're sleeping on a rock, and then you do not wake up happy. I can tell you that.
Yeah. When you're placing, you hold down your place and you strafe as your place.
I do. That's right. Okay.
So let us know how you did with your research tasks. That's what we're really interested in. We're doing a little bit of building because we went through it twice, and I like this little structure. That's very cool. Making a dome tent.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Let us know how you did. Did you learn some things about the polar bears? We've had great interaction. Thanks to everyone for all of your comments and letting us know. Leon, we're just going to keep it quiet for now. Thanks. Ooh, he's got the door. Violet, you could change the game mode and fly to help find it a little bit if it's a little bit difficult. But remember to follow those diamonds. Follow the diamonds, but if you're getting frustrated, by all means, /game mode C, and then you can fly, go find those things. I quite like that camera. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I like how they've reskinned the traditional camera that we have in education.
Yeah,
And
I want an update from the.
yeah. All right, how are we doing here? Just run
Nice.
out of space here.
To restart, I generally just close rather than saving it. Well, you can save an exit, I guess. Save an exit and just go back to the new and the library, new and featured, search the library for Frozen and start a world brand new. That's what I would probably do. If things are being weird, turn it off, turn it back on. This is great. I've had kind of a traumatic day, Dan. My cat was sprayed. My cat was sprayed by a skunk last night. So.
Oh no! Oh, that's
It was
that is.
glimmering at my
Oh no,
house.
that's not good.
It was not good. No. Are you putting some glass? Okay, yeah, putting some. So these are some serious Minecraft questions. Do you have an opinion about Enderman?
Yeah, I'm not fond of them. Again, they sometimes cause me some problems that I'm not too happy about. I'm not looking at them. I swear I'm not looking at them, and then they'll just attack me, and it's not nice. I wasn't staring. I wasn't invading their personal space, and I'm just sitting there minding my own business, trying to mine some diamonds, and then these guys are attacking me, and it's not cool.
Oh, did you make solar panel lights?
Yes.
So I thought those were glowstone blocks, but they're not.
So these are redstone lamps.
Redstone lamps.
And if you put a daytime sensor on top of it, you can toggle it by right-clicking on top of it to day or night. So we've got a little.
Thanks, Mr. Smith. You guys
here.
take care. We're going to wrap it up very soon here. Dan's just finishing his research station. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. So yes, I'm using them kind of like solar panels. So instead of running a diesel generator here and burning fuel in a place I don't want to create a carbon impact, I would try to use solar if I could, or wind might be another one. Solar is hard in the up in the north because by like December, you're down to almost zero daylight.
Yeah, I've been in the north in Yellowknife when it was the summer solstice and it was 24 hours of daylight. And wow. The opposite during the winter solstice, you get 0. So solar panels might not be the best in the true Arctic.
Yeah, I mean, like even in Scotland here, we're on the same latitude as Labrador. So typically by summer here, we have we have daylight, we have sunlight up until 10 in the evening. Sometimes a little bit beyond that. In the wintertime, it does get a little bit colder. And it does get a little bit darker at night. So like typically by like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we're, that's it. It's dark. I'm trying to replicate what they did down at base camp there.
You're doing an awesome job. That's great. I don't think there's a best music, Zoe. I think it's really up to you. I'm wondering, Dan, how close you are to me. 55 degrees north. You're a little farther north than me. I'm at 53.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Well, Dumfries is sort of its own microclimate. So it's typically it doesn't go below about 4 degrees here through most of the winter. Occasionally you'll get like dipping down to below negative in the evening, but normally not more than about 1 degree or so. It's usually typically pretty warm here.
Yeah. If you're just curious what Dan is doing, we went through the world a couple times, but it's a wonderful world to start a little build in if you're interested in the Arctic. So Dan's just using some cool blocks. Now, Dan might claim he has a favorite block. I've seen Dan use that little solar panel quite a lot. I don't know if that's your favorite block, Dan, but it's a very practical block, right?
It is a very practical block. I really like using it for a lot of different things. So I'll rig it to different command block chains so that things will occur during night or will occur during day. So I can set up different events to occur. So like if I have a castle and I want it to open up at night or close at night, I can ring it to a daylight sensor so that it'll open it up, and then I'll have another chain that'll close it down during the evening. So it's a handy little thing to have.
Yeah, I think a
Right,
lot of
so-
students have maybe finished based on just the the chat and what we're getting in the forum. I bet you
Oh,
we're
yeah?
pretty close to being done, and we're pretty close to wrapping it up here right away.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna.
But this is quite the research station you're making.
Mm-hmm. Need some beds here. So let's do this.
When you're working in Minecraft, do you listen to music, Dan, or do you keep it kind of quiet?
Typically, I don't actually listen to any music while I'm playing Minecraft. I tend to just, listen to the sounds that are occurring in game.
Yeah.
More than anything else. Little bunk bed here.
That's very nice. I know I've seen you use those trapdoors for a lot of purposes, but I've never seen you use it for an actual trapdoor. But
Oh, I don't think I've ever used it as a trapdoor. I've always used it as something else. There we go. We got our bunk beds here. What else do we need? Or something else. Maybe a table or something. There we go. That's some cool scaffolding there.
Zoe's got lots of questions about blocks and the ones you use for houses and castles. Dan has actually recreated an entire castle that's near Dumfries. Right? Is that castle near Dumfries?
It's actually based on a lot of different elements from different
Oh,
castles
okay.
that I've visited. So the walls are fairly generic and based on a number of different walls structures that I've visited at castles,
neat.
the towers and so forth. The Central Keep is actually modeled off of the White Tower and the Tower of London complex in London.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's one of the oldest surviving castles in Britain, and it's also, I think, the only surviving and fully intact Norman castle in Britain. So that was
Oh,
built
yeah.
after the Norman invasion of 1066, and if I remember correctly, it was completed sometime between 1075 and 1080.
Awesome. Well, I think we're about to wrap up. Do you want to show us the
All
research
right.
station from the outside, and then we'll look at
Okay.
we'll finally get out of the game. Look what Dan built. I hope you save that. What a great little research station.
Maybe
you
just
built,
take a little screenshot of it just now.
man. You got to tell me if I'm in the screenshot.
Yes. All right, there we go. And
Great.
captured.
Beauty. All right, let's go.
All right.
Let's go talk to our researcher and give him our research, and we'll see those credits one last time. Thank you very
Nice
much.
if I could take a toboggan down there.
Oh my!
That would be a wild ride.
So good. There's our researcher. I'll pop over. Boom. So thanks very much for joining us, everybody. I'm back to my screen in case you're wondering, Dan. So we did some Arctic research. We protected our cubs. We were a walrus. I am the walrus. Goop, goop,
Good
goop,
job,
And then we did some camera work, which is pretty awesome. I'm so excited for Friday because we are actually getting a wildlife photographer who is involved with BBC's Frozen Planet actually going to join us for some time. So if you have some questions for someone with a very, very cool job, please join us again on Friday. So Dan, thank you as always for your awesome work. Thank you to Minecraft
Thank you,
Education. That was a great time.
Yep.
Thanks, Abby, for being here, and Zoe and everyone else who joined us with the Cobblestone Collective. We'll see you on Friday, where we're going to have some awesome fun in a different world, a challenging world. Feel free to explore some of those other worlds on your own too. Dan, any parting thoughts about the frozen north? I got stressed watching you do that.
I think that's key here is that these can be some challenging mini arcade style games. So yeah, take a deep breath, take your time, and make sure you read all the instructions because they do flip up there at the top of the left part of the screen there very quickly. Sometimes they flash by, so make sure you're reading all that.
Yeah. And if you're in a class, which I hope you are, thank your teacher for taking the time to do something cool and interesting in your day. Teachers are the best. You rock. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.